Good afternoon, it's Lee Cassidy from Tactile Technology. What I'd like to do is just tell you about our event that's happening this Wednesday. We've been doing a few different videos with our speakers, give you an idea of what they're going to cover and the sessions that they're going through. And what I'd like to do now is just give you another picture of that. So let's have a quick look at what we're talking about. So our first keynote speech will be done by Paul Haddo from Tintree, who's going to talk about, the key things around having intelligent infrastructure to be able to support your digital transformation journey. So, things like having AI-driven analytics to understand exactly what's happening with that infrastructure, but also reducing costs, simplifying the management, and increasing the efficiency, which is a key part of what digital transformation is about, is trying to get those efficiencies within your business from automation and also integration through technology. But we can do the same thing with the infrastructure itself. We've got a couple of breakout sessions, but then after that, we've got a keynote with Eric and Franson, who's going to cover off how you can actually go through this process without building new silos. And that's been one of the big challenges with technology over the last 40 years, is we tended to build silos and we had this gap between these different functions and departmental sets of infrastructure. But actually utilizing newer technologies, we can actually go forward without that creation of silos and creating problems for ourselves. We've also got some breakout sessions from Frizo Hedemar and also Boris Kirchev. And what we're going to cover there is around how utilizing containers can actually improve the process of development, especially moving towards a more agile development process. And also he's going to cover how you can actually ensure you protect those different areas, as well as accelerate the actual development process and also that digital transformation project, but also make it fun as well. We've also then got Boris, who's going to cover off how you can actually utilize cloud native based containers to actually do this. So you actually develop it once and it can be portable. It can be utilized on any platform on premise, or it could be utilized with any of the public cloud offerings where they support containers and Kubernetes. We've also got a session from Ross Cooper-Smith, who's going to talk about scalable high-performance multi-protocol storage for both SAN and NAS workloads, because it is important that you can actually provide both block, file, and also object-based storage for your infrastructure, because we're talking about something that's going to cover up the whole of your environment when we go down this digital transformation route. So it could be particular files, videos, still images that we need access to. It could be database data that we need to access. It could be containers, and it could also be traditional virtual machines that are actually being utilized part of that digital transformation journey. We're also having a session from Chris Wales, who's going to talk about automation, managing VMware storage, because it is a challenge using traditional platforms, but we'll talk through how we can make it more efficient and optimize it, and also deploy in minutes, because again, we need to be really quick in the way that we can actually develop and deploy these systems if we want to keep up with the needs of our internal and external user population when we're following a digital transformation journey. We've also got a session from Sean Myers, who's going to cover how you can actually look after SQL databases in a different way. So SQL Server from Microsoft is being utilized by a lot of organizations, but getting the right level of performance and isolation, especially around the storage side of things, has been a challenge. And what he's going to cover is how you can actually make that more efficient, but also improve performance and protection for that data as well. We're also then going to have a breakout session with Eric Jan Franson, who's going to talk about banks, telcos, and utilities have actually utilized containers to actually change the way that they actually do their digital transformation. Things like managing money, messaging, and also the communication with customers, which can be a real issue. But utilizing technology in a way that you can also create a bit more of an insurance policy, that you don't actually get stuck into a particular technology or a particular service provider. Hopefully one of those will be of interest to you. I'll also be covering off compliance and also risk management, which I think is also a quite important piece within a digital transformation journey, because as you speed up the process of development and deployment, ensuring that you're compliant to your security requirements is a really key thing, but also thinking about where that information resides, the network it sits on, the configuration of those services, again, is really important, but also looking at all the risks you have and managing those risks efficiently is really a good idea. So you can join us on the Wednesday the 21st at 1 p.m. It runs through till about 5 p.m. and closing statements at 5. And hopefully you'll get something that's of interest to you. If you can't join us, what we're going to do is stream all of the keynote sessions into LinkedIn through LinkedIn Live through my account. So if you follow me on LinkedIn, you'll get to see those on Wednesday. And we'll also release all of the videos from the sessions that have been run at a later stage. We'll drip feed those over next week. Well, hopefully you can join us, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.